Hello and welcome back to The Past Preserved. In today's video we're delving into one of the most infamous events in American history, the Salem Witch Trials.
The Salem Witch Trials were a dark and tragic period in the history of colonial America. The trials took place in Salem, Massachusetts, between February 1692 and May 1693, and resulted in the execution of 20 people accused of witchcraft. The trials were fueled by superstition, fear, and religious hysteria, and had a profound impact on the community. The events leading up to the Salem Witch Trials began in January 1692, when a group of young girls in Salem Village began exhibiting strange behavior. They suffered from fits and convulsions, claimed to be tormented by invisible spirits, and accused several people in the community of witchcraft. The accused were mostly women, who were seen as easy targets for suspicion and persecution. The trials were conducted by a special court appointed by the colonial government, and were presided over by judges who were convinced of the reality of witchcraft. The accused were denied legal representation and were subjected to harsh interrogations and physical examinations. The evidence against them was often based on hearsay, rumors, and superstition. The trials quickly turned into a witch hunt, with dozens of people accused and arrested. Many of the accused were forced to confess to witchcraft under duress, and some were executed by hanging. The trials had a devastating impact on the community, with families torn apart and reputations ruined. One of the most infamous cases was that of Rebecca Nurse, a respected member of the community who was accused of witchcraft and executed in July 1692. Nurse was an elderly woman who had a reputation for kindness and piety, and her execution shocked the community. Many believed that she was innocent, and her case helped to turn public opinion against the trials. Another prominent figure in the trials was Cotton Mather, a Puritan minister who played a key role in the prosecution of the accused. Mather was a firm believer in the existence of witchcraft, and he urged the court to be strict in their judgments. His involvement in the trials has been the subject of much criticism over the years, and many have argued that he played a significant role in fueling the hysteria that led to the executions. The trials began to lose momentum in the fall of 1692, as public opinion turned against the court and the accusers. Several of the judges and officials involved in the trials were removed from their positions, and the remaining accused were released from prison. The trials officially ended in May 1693, but the damage had already been done. The Salem Witch Trials have been the subject of much speculation and analysis over the years. Some have attributed the trials to a power struggle within the community, with the accusers using witchcraft accusations to gain leverage over their rivals. Others have pointed to the role of religious extremism and superstition in fueling the trials. Whatever the cause, the Salem Witch Trials remain a cautionary tale about the dangers of hysteria, intolerance, and persecution. The trials were a tragic reminder of the fragility of human rights and the importance of due process and fair trials. Today, the legacy of the trials lives on as a warning against the dangers of prejudice and fear, and as a reminder of the need for justice and compassion in our society. Thanks for watching. We hope our videos have inspired you to learn more about the fascinating stories and events that have shaped our world. Don't forget to subscribe for more historical content, and we'll see you in the next video.